Hi everyone, it's Kona, and I'm going to go through the statistics table with you. Now, the statistics table is just something that we've created for the Math 113 class, so it's not like a formal table that you might find somewhere else, but it's designed to help you better understand what we're going to basically be covering for the rest of the semester, and also this table will actually become quite useful for some of your future quizzes. So it's not for this specific week or anything like that, but just for some of your quizzes, this table can be really useful. So kind of what does the table kind of show? So first of all, you've got your categorical and your numeric. So we have learned about this already. Categorical, percents, proportions, counts. So these are things that are categories. So things that you can't assign, even though it might be a percent, it's still a category. It's not something numeric, so like means and averages. So we also then have basic and advanced statistics. So we've got categorical and numeric. Then we've got basic and advanced. The basic is one or two groups are your choices, or you can have left, right, or two-tail. So it's only one or two groups. So for example, if you were looking at some data and you knew you only had one or two groups, you know that it's going to be basic, which means you know that it's going to be one of these, either categorical or numeric for this box up here or this box up here. Advanced is always three or more groups and involves choices. It's also always right-tailed. So basic can be left, right, or two-tailed. Advanced are always right-tailed. So for advanced, if you knew you had three or more groups, you know automatically it's going to be something in one of these two boxes. So it's kind of a good way, just if you're trying to understand where your data might fit or what type of test you might want to use on your data. Also, something that's really nice is this kind of goes through and shows you this is what we're going to be covering. So right now, this week, we're doing one proportion, 1p single proportion. So this is what we're learning about this week. So it's categorical and basic. Next week, we're going to cover the two proportion, difference in proportions, and also the chi-square goodness of fit. So basically, we're going to cover all of the categorical data side right here, both basic and advanced, in the next 2 weeks. Don't freak out though, I promise it won't be bad. But yeah, so we're covering the categorical data, both basic and advanced. Then moving on for that, for the rest of the semester, we're going to go through the one sample t-test, paired sample, independent means, we're going to do correlation regression, and ANOVA. So we're going to then go into the numeric. So for right now, everything we're doing is categorical. We're then going to move into numeric at the end of the semester. So we'll actually end the semester with ANOVA and multiple regression. So this just kind of gives you an idea of where we're going, how to look at the table, how to think about the table, and I promise this table will become very important as we move on in this class. But I just wanted you to kind of see that this table kind of helps you understand what test we're using and why. So for example, hint, hint, if you're doing a project and you're asked, why did you pick a specific test to use for this question, you could say, well, I'm using a two proportion difference in proportion test because the data is categorical and there's only two groups. So there you go. You've just explained why you're using a specific type of test. So all of these are types of tests, so in case you're wondering. Or if you're using a chi-square, you could say, well, I'm using a chi-square because I've got three or more groups and the data is categorical. So just think about that not only is this a way to figure out which test something might be, but it also is a good way to help you explain, hint, hint, when you're doing a paper and writing up, why you picked a specific test. Well, because it's numeric and basic, or numeric and advanced, categorical, basic. These are just really good ways for you to explain, this is why I'm doing the test that I'm using. So I hope this helps, and we're going to move along and start talking about the one proportion or the single proportion, same thing, just different ways to refer to it, tests.